part 1. The part 1 is spiritual laws of sowing and reaping. Spiritual laws of sowing and reaping. So it's very, very important to understand this teaching, because this teaching is fundamental. By the time you get the revelation in this teaching, you're about to grow and understand how you can activate that power to get wealth. So one attribute of the seed is that it can multiply. The first attribute you need to get and you need to understand about the seed is that a seed can multiply. If you understand from that realm, a lot of us still struggling to sow seed or not, we are going to enter into the realm of our liberty. I'm talking about the spiritual side of sowing and reaping. So the seed in God's system also has the ability to multiply. As in the natural, when you have a seed in the natural, a mango seed can multiply in the tree, an apple seed can multiply in something, a tomato can multiply in something, maize can multiply in something, beans can multiply in something. At the same level, in God's system, a seed sown in the presence of the Lord also has the capacity, the ability, and the potential to multiply. Are you getting my point right now? Now think about your money multiplying. If I tell you right now that there is a company somewhere that if you put 100, your 100 will become 1,000. Are you going to put money there? Of course, yes. Why? Because you saw on TV, they did advertisement and the government say this company is legal, that this is not a scam. So every one of you, even those who are watching me right now, they are going to go there and put their money. They will put their money because they know that there is an interest. You put your money in the bank because you know that it's safe, there is an interest. But God didn't guarantee 10% return or 7% return or 11% return. God is giving you a guarantee more than the interest of the bank. This school of prosperity is a mind-blowing revelation. But the problem is now, how many of us trust God? It is because we don't trust God that we don't sow. It is because we don't believe that God can do what He said He can do that we don't sow. That we sow small. But if a company come right now and say, put your money, I give you 20% return on investment, you will put. 30% return on investment, you will put. 40% return on investment, you will put. But God said that if you sow, if you give, it shall be given to you. Good measure, not small measure, good measure, pressed down, shaking together, and runneth over. But even though God says so, we don't do because we don't trust God. We don't do because we don't believe that God can do so. We don't do because we think that God wants to scam us. We think that this is a scam. We think we are smart and we destroy our destiny. When you understand the potential and the power of a seed, you will discover how to sow yourself out of any financial problem. When you understand the power and the potential of a seed, you will know how you will sow yourself out of any situation, out of any financial problem and dilemma. So the seed is one of the ways you can walk out from poverty. Seeds is the only thing that gives access to everything. When you sow your seeds in the realm of the spirit, something happened to you. This is a spiritual dimension of seeds. So I'm going to share with you some very, very important things there that I want you to get, I want you to understand. so that you can understand that God wants to work in the basis of an exchange. Honor me with your seeds. Let me release my grace. Honor me with your seed. Let me release my prophetic words. Honor me with your seed, and you shall be full of plenty. Honor me with your seed, and let me open for you the windows of heaven. But why we don't do, why we don't sow, why we don't give, because we don't believe. We focus on our problem. We focus on lack. We focus on the future, and we are afraid, we are scared. If I give, what will happen to me? The good question is, and if you give and something happened to you? And if you give and something happened to you? That's the good question. The question is not if I give, what will happen to me? The question is if I give. Imagine if God perform what he say he will do. What will happen to you that time? Glory. Glory and glory. My Bible let me understand that it is a place in the Bible called seed time. Genesis chapter 8 verse 22. My Bible says, while the earth remaineth, seed time and harvest time, the cold and the heat, the summer and winter, and day and light shall not cease. Shall not cease. Shall not cease. So the word seed time is very important in biblical economy. There must be a seed time. A time to sow your seed. If you don't like to sow your seed, don't like the harvest. If you don't like to sow money, don't like to harvest money. Some people want to harvest for free. They say that they will harvest million. Impossible. You must put a seed on the ground to expect something to come out. It's not enough for you to buy a land. You need to put some seed on the ground. If you want to have a big farm, you need to put something on the ground. You need to pay the price to sacrifice something on the ground. Throw some seed on the ground. That's the only basis, only platform where you can say and expect and harvest to come from above. Am I talking to somebody? So if you don't love the seed, don't expect the harvest, because seed time is before harvest time. And I'm telling you straight right now, as you are listening to the sound of my voice, this is the time for you to sow. This is a time. I don't care about what people are saying on TV. TV is not the reality. My Bible is my reality. TV is not my life. The Bible is my life. Those so-called experts speaking on TV, they are not spiritual. My Bible is my truth. God said, as day and light remained, seed time and harvest time shall not cease. So if I want to have a financial breakthrough, I must yield to the Holy Spirit and allow him to show me when it is time for me to plant a seed. No matter my problem, oh my goodness. If I have a problem right now, I just say, Holy Ghost, when is that time for me to sow that seed? That seed that will create my walk out, my way out for poverty, my way out of financial struggle. Father, where is that time? Because my Bible is saying, Matthew chapter 25, verse 31, verse 21, Matthew 25, verse 21, that thou hast been faithful over few things, I will make thee ruler over many things. So God will give to each other a time to sow. And I will see if you can be faithful in the first small amount is asking you to give. It's a test. It's a test, my brother. It's a test, my sister. It will try you. You have 10,000 salary. Can you pay your 1,000 tithes? It will test you. It will test you. It will see that you are not giving the 10%. You are giving 2%. You are giving 3%. It's not a tithe. 5% is not your tithe. 9% is not your time. 9.99 is still not your time. It is when you will give the 10% that God knows that time that you have power over the spirit called mammon. That God knows that is above money in your life. If in 100% you can't give to God 10%, you are not ready. You are not ready. If in 100% you don't have the will to give 10%, you are not ready. Forget. Just forget about financial prosperity. Just forget. Just forget. Don't waste your time. The Bible is clear. If you don't do so, the Bible says the devourer will come and steal everything. So you can listen to people wasting your time on TV. You can listen to people doing debate about giving tithe. They should be ashamed to say that tithe is no more in our day. What is it a big deal for me to give to a God taking care of me, blessing me, giving me health? 10% is 10% the money. God can ask his God even 90%. What are you going to do? He's the one giving you the money. He's the one keeping you. How much to give to doctor a month? How much to give to parties? How much to give to your belly a month? How much to give? Let us stop being selfish and let us be spiritual. That's why we can't flow in the spirit. That's why we can't prophesy. That's why we can't move in power. Because our hearts are not set in God. Hey, Kobala. Some people say, God, I want to see in the spirit. You will never see. Because God is showing you first small things. He say, sow this amount. You say never. And you want Jesus to appear to you for what? Jesus can never appear to you because you are walking in disobedience. God is giving you time to time some small insight. You don't need to have an open vision to know that he's speaking to you. That inner voice speaking to you about the seed, that voice can make you to be free from poverty. A voice speaking to you, get up and pray, you say no. Get up and sow a seed, you say no. A voice say, pay your tithe, you say never. A voice say, that 1,000, release it, you say, oh my goodness, no, I will leave 100. You are always walking in disobedience. And you are expecting God to move in the powerful way. God cannot be mocked. God cannot be mocked. God give each one of us a seed time. So an opportunity to sow a seed. And it's at the same time the one giving us the seed. And he say, what I'm giving you right now, remove a part and sow a seed. We say no, we eat all. Or we say you have a project. After we die, we abandon our cars. After we die for stupid cancer. See many millionaires who are dying from cancer. Can't you see that cancer can't buy health? Money can't buy health? Can't you see that with the billions, the billion they were having, they couldn't extend their day on earth? This message, we are in the school of prosperity right now. The proper approach about prosperity. It's not only about having millions, but it's about being a millionaire for God and for others. If no, you are not a millionaire. You are just a poor person with money. So God will give to you, listen to me, a time to sow seed. Like a woman, when she wants to be pregnant, there is a specific time a man must release a seed inside of her. Don't say I've been sowing seed, I'm not saying anything. No, some seed is not from today. There are some trees you plant today, after 5 years you see the result. Some after 10 years. Some seed after 3 months. The principle you see in the natural about the natural seed is the same principle you see in the spirit about spiritual seed, because God is the one who created seed time and harvest time. He's showing us that some seed take more time, but by the time you see the result, amazing. Like a mango tree. A mango tree take a lot of time, but by the time you have that mango tree, you enjoy so many mangoes. You enjoy so many mangoes and sweet mangoes, and many times a year.
Wow. Surely you have been blessed by this message. But to get the full sermon, go to our Patreon Intensify Glory Institute or on our Think of It Intensify Glory Institute, or click the link below at the description. God bless you.